missing 10-year-old Zahra Baker.
Breaking news for you right now in the Zahra Baker case.
We have recovered enough physical evidence to believe we have found Zahra.
Investigators who were on the scene.
Medical examiner on site.
At the scene,
Presence of human remains.
Human remains.
Brought the ME there to be able to immediately make field identification of any remains that they're finding.
According to medical examiner staff on site, when the remains were recovered, they are consistent with a child.
If they find evidence, that's just the beginning.
I've never been so angry over stuff as I am right now.
She's playing everybody like a fiddle. What if she doesn't crack?
He knows what happened to Zahra, and yet I'm the one in here, at least for now.
Who was involved in committing the crime against her?
I'm so angry she was taken away from me like this.
I'm Jean Casares in for Nancy Grace tonight. This precious little angel, this princess that we've gotten to know for the last few weeks through her pictures and her smile, she is dead. Zahra Baker is dead. Hickory police confirmed today that they have found remains of a child, a small child. They believe it to be Zahra Baker. I want to go to Paul Penzone, former sergeant of the Phoenix Police Department, joining us tonight from Arizona. You know, I can't help but continue to compare this and think about Caylee Anthony in Florida, because remains were found with Caylee Anthony. That was a crime scene for a week. You could not get near that area for a week. Paul Penzone, do you realize that area has been released? The Dudley Shoals Road area where remains were found on Wednesday, it's released. Anyone can go there now. Is that the contamination of a crime scene, and why release it so soon?
Yeah, it's a considerable crime scene. You have a few different areas to work with right here. And if you look at the history of this investigation, there's been a few times where they've had to revisit locations to go back for more evidence. So it may have been premature. I want to compliment them on their commitment and their compassion with this case. But it might be a little bit premature because we're not sure what evidence could still be recovered out there. It's a vast area. You're going to look for every fiber, every little piece of any physical evidence that might tie a suspect to this poor little girl.
And Paul Penzone, we do realize there's going to be 2 or 3 searchers tomorrow continuing to look for evidence. I want to go to the lawyers now. Bradford Cohen, defense attorney out of Miami, joining us, and Peter Ellikin, defense attorney and author, Super Predators, joining us out of Boston. First of all, Bradford Cohen, the crime scene has been released now. Is that something that would be concerning to you as a defense attorney? Is that something that works in your favor once you get to trial?
I mean, generally it works in your favor because, like the sergeant said, you're really looking in that area for any little piece of evidence that you can find. Anything to link that body back to someone that you can say, okay, why is that on the body? Why is that on the scene? And link that person to that area. So releasing it now is certainly premature. I think up until this point, until I heard about them releasing the scene, I think they're doing an excellent job by keeping their cards close to their vest, not letting a lot of evidence out there, not letting a lot of people know the facts and circumstances that are surrounding this, because that's what makes for a good investigation. The more facts that get leaked, the more information that gets leaked gives ammunition to a defense attorney, gets ammunition to the defendant. So in this case, they were doing an excellent job there, but I think they released this a little too early.
To Peter Ellikin, if you are representing Elisa Baker or Adam Baker tonight, at this moment, what's your strategy?
Boy, that's really tough now. We haven't seen all the evidence come out. I mean, certainly I wouldn't have had them talking to anybody for the time being. Right now, though, I would have to analyze all the evidence once we see it. If I really thought it was a loser of a case, I'd probably be talking about a guilty plea and trying to do as best I can. I know that there's chances are that the police are approaching both of them, asking them to sort of give information, testify against the other, cut themselves a deal that way. So there's a lot of things that may be in play right now, but it just seems very premature. But I'm with everybody else. I've been watching the TV, too, and certainly the evidence against them doesn't look wonderful, but we don't know if it absolutely has them nailed yet. For all I know, she helped take away the body, but she wasn't actually part of the murder. I mean, there's just so many questions exactly where everything falls at this moment.
But you know, Peter Ellikin, when you look at a crime scene investigation, look at what we've been watching for weeks now. A mattress out of the home, bags of evidence out of the home, testing from the car, swabbings, possible blood. It goes on and on. I want to go to a caller. Do we still have Cassidy in North Dakota tonight. Cassidy?
Hello.
Hi, Cassidy. Welcome to the show. What's your question?
Thanks for having me on. I just am curious. If he didn't have any love for his daughter, why was he so adamant to keep her away from her biological mom?
So you're asking Elisa Baker, why would she want to keep her away from Zahra Baker's biological mother? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, why is Adam Baker, why wouldn't he let the biological mother have anything to do with her?
Adam Baker, got it. Good question.
Yep.
Jeff Gardier. This is common, isn't it?
Yeah, this is common in custody cases. There might have been some real animosity between Adam Baker and Emily Dietrich, and she then became the collateral damage. She then became the weapon.
And now CNN heroes.